These are the Hamariku Gardens. We're right by the Sumida River. So this garden was started around 1946. Today checking out, going to the Airbnb. So figure this will be a really good 7-Eleven day. And before getting to that, a big thank you and shout out to the sponsor of this video, Planet Greens. So every morning since I've been in Japan, go for a morning run along the river, come back, sit on the balcony for a little meditation time, and then a scoop of this into the travel mug. 8 to 12 ounces of water. Shake it up. And drink. This has been my early morning routine for the last year and a half, ever since I started drinking this. Never really took vitamins or pretty much my health really seriously before. Now every day I just take a scoop of this. Each scoop or travel pack contains 75 vitamins, minerals, probiotics, whole food sourced superfoods. It's just a really convenient way to stay healthy. So with every box, you get a pouch that you can put into this container. You get travel packs, a year's supply of vitamin D, travel bottle, plus AG1 always follows the latest research. They go beyond third-party testing to make sure whatever they're giving you, you're getting the highest quality and the best nutritional daily habits on the planet. Like I said, now every morning I take a scoop of this. Sometimes I take a scoop at night right before a workout to give myself a little extra boost. It saves space in my luggage. It saves money too. Like I said, bottles of vitamins, not cheap. So if you want to give this a try, go to my link down below. You'll get a free year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your order. I like this so much. I got my parents on it. Now my friends are taking it. AG1 really is a game changer when it comes to supporting your immune system because it provides your body with everything it needs for optimal performance every single day. Let's go get some 7-Eleven. It's so nice being back in here. Let's find some food. The 7-Elevens in Japan has everything. There's sprouts, there's noodles, there's sushi, mentaiko, boiled squid, roasted mackerel. Some mentaiko. This will go good on basically any instant noodle you put it on. If you just want to feel full in a pinch, konjac jelly, super low cal, super delicious. Been drinking a lot more coffee lately. 7-Eleven coffee, cold. Ooh, 7-Eleven pudding, matcha dessert. That's cute. Pumpkin cream cake. Cheese slices, coffee jelly. Hamburg steak with cheese. This is my favorite section here. Cooked meals, ready to go meals. Ooh. Super beef, tofu, and green onions. $7-Eleven egg sandwich. How I have missed do so. Well, this is really interesting. Ipuro ramen. Ready to eat Ipuro ramen. So these are 7-Eleven gold food products. I've been seeing a lot of these lately. I don't think I've seen these before the last time I was here. This is crab pasta. Oh my gosh. This is a lot of food right now. It's really hard to control myself. I'm basically gonna get just a ton of food and eat it over the next 24 hours, I think. So that's my excuse for getting so much. Oh, Superman I can take home? And a pizza. All right, I gotta just stop myself. Let's see if there's any snacks I want to take with me too. Little cheese snacks. These look delicious. Spicy potato chips. Yes, love these. Oh, premium gold instant noodles. Never tried this before. All right, I have to get out of here. This is not good. I want everything. I just want to spend a week just coming here and eating. All right, let's sit back. One of my favorite things at 7-Eleven here in Japan. These little fruity ice balls. It smells so grapey. Make sure you get some sparkling water. The sparklinger, the better. Like here, strong sparkling water. Don't get the weak one. Pour this in here.
I actually forgot to get a straw. If you're at 7-Eleven, you can actually get a cup of ice. Add this to the cup of ice, add some sparkling water, and now you have icy grape sparkling soda. One of the most refreshing drinks you can get at 7-Eleven in Japan. I love the meat buns here so much. The outside, incredibly light and airy, fluffy dough. Inside, giant pork filling, nice and peppery and flavorful. Only wish I had some hot oil to dip this in. I used to buy my hot oil in Singapore. By the way, all hot oils are 15% off for the holiday season. I'll put the link down below for you guys. I think I'm gonna save this and dip it into something. This needs to be dipped. Also, the korokke looks so good. As soon as I open this up, you smell the curry. You feel the little crispy skin on the outside. And this thing, when I was pulling it, it gives off like a very elasticy, mochi-esque texture. I love this so much. That's perfect. The outside skin, the most subtle little crunch. And once you get through that, the texture is airy, it's bouncy, it's slightly mochi-esque. The curry inside is just amazing. Spicy, saucy Japanese curry goes perfect with this bun. I wish I got a lot more of these. If you see these at a local 7-Eleven in Japan, get it. I'll find something I can dip the bun in. Let's try this. 7-Eleven Premium Gold Creamy Pasta. I've had 7-Eleven brand items. I've had 7-Eleven Premium brand items. I don't think I've ever had a 7-Eleven Premium Gold item before. So just open it a little bit, and in the microwave it goes. So pasta, tomato sauce on top. I don't see a lot of crab in here. It's not bad. I say like a solid 7.5 out of 10. Pasta is really al dente. You definitely taste the crab. The sauce is supposed to be a creamy pasta. It's not all that creamy. You can taste the tomatoes, which is a nice balance against the crab. The noodle texture is freaking perfect though. Dip a little bit of my bun in here. I think this is a great place to add my mentaiko to kind of boost up the seafoody flavor of the pasta. Kind of mix it in. Oh, that's awesome. Instantly made this dish more briny, more seafoody, added a depth of flavor. Highly recommend getting a side of mentaiko. You can add it to rice, you can add it to pasta. I think with the crab noodles, it's just a match made in food heaven. So good, dipped with the fatty pork bun. Next up, let's try this pizza. So this frozen pizza, the crust looks really good. It looks like it just came out of a Neapolitan oven. This is a margherita pizza. There's basil, there's crushed tomatoes, the cheese. I thought the cheese would be a little more poly than this. This is really good. I've had a lot of frozen pizza in my day, and I never confused it for a pizza that just came out of a real brick oven until now. This thing actually has that bitter flavor that tastes like it came from a brick oven. You can taste the fire, you can taste the char. The tomatoes are nice and sweet. The crust is really light and delicious. There's good aroma from the basil, and the cheese may not look it. It's actually really good cheese. It's just not as melty on this pizza right now, but this definitely does not taste like a frozen pizza. If I lived in Japan, I would just keep maybe a dozen of these in the fridge, and whenever I want pizza, just toast one up. I mean, this is better than any Domino's, Pizza Hut. I'll take this from the freezer over in a piping hot chain pizza restaurant any day of the week. 100,000% recommend. Well, I am totally sold on the 7-Eleven gold label after that pizza. Well, I want to get a couple more. Let's try this. Ipuro noodles. So this is different than the Ipuro instant noodle. This is basically fresh Ipuro noodles, it looks like. So the original chashu, there's some scallions here, veggies in here, all the sauces in here. So this bowl, you put the whole thing in the microwave, including the ramen, the broth, and then afterwards, there's this little tab here. You pull on it, and it just all goes into this bowl. That's pretty ingenious. It was funny because initially I didn't see the tab, but the steam started pushing the tab around. So the tab was kind of like almost waving at you to kind of grab it. I don't know if they engineered it like that or not. I mean, I think they did, and that's genius. So here, cabbage, scallions, fried garlic, fresh chashu, tons of noodles in here. It smells so porky and good. Oh, they also gave a little pepper pack as well. Add this in. This is amazing. It tastes just like the broth from Ipuro, as if I'm sipping it from the bowl right now. I mean, it is, obviously, but this tastes like I just got served a bowl of fresh ramen from the ramen counter. Even the noodles are so al dente and perfect. What? Deep, rich, creamy, porky broth to the crunchy cabbage to the super springy noodles. I thought the noodles would be a little soggy maybe, or the broth might not be all that tasty. If you don't want to head over to Ipuro, head to the local 7-Eleven. These are such slurp-worthy noodles. Wish each one would do something like this as well. Oh, look at the chashu. Look at all that fat that's on these pieces. Wow. This bowl is better ramen overall than I've had a lot of ramen restaurants. I'm gonna chase this with some of these roasted mackerel from 7-Eleven Premium. Whew. As soon as you open that up, you get a big whiff of the smoky flavor of the fish. Real wasabi. Put some wasabi on here. That's so delicious. Wow. Get this if you go to 7-Eleven. Don't forget to get this. You taste that great roasted flavor of the fish. The fish is so tender. After the bite is gone, I'm still getting that smoky flavor in my mouth right now. Looks like we have another match up here in Food Heaven. Has so many savory dishes. Coffee break. That's really good coffee. All right, let's try this. 7-Eleven Premium Gold Beef Stew. I feel like whenever I eat this now, my expectations are gonna be maybe a little unrealistically high. So it's big old chunks of beef in this stew. No vegetables, just beef and gravy. Wow, that's so good. 7-Eleven Premium Gold. Remember that. Trust it. There are potatoes in here, by the way. The potato is so creamy. And if you look up the word tender in the dictionary, there'll be a picture of this beef. Just squeezing it with my chopsticks, basically no resistance. It's just crumbling. The gravy is delicious, a little sweet, very thick, very smoky. Wow, I wish I got some rice to put this on. Actually, I might have something better. 7-Eleven egg sandwich. This is, in my opinion, one of the best egg sandwiches you'll find in Japan. You can just get it at the local 7-Eleven. I've had much more quote-unquote premium egg sandwiches here in Japan. Oftentimes, this is much better. Oh, that was a bite 3 years in the making. Crustless, softest pillow of a bread. Creamy egg salad inside. This is such a light, satisfying, delicious sandwich, and just dunk it into the beef stew. Chase it with a piece of that delightfully tender beef. This is such a good combo because the gravy is subtly sweet. It's very aggressively seasoned, which is perfect when you dip this delicate sandwich inside. There's some lean pieces of this beef in here, and there are fatty ones, even lighter and dissolvier than this egg salad. That was beyond good. I just had a great idea. Sliced cheese in the curry. This is the best thing about a 7-Eleven, where most of the food is gonna be delicious. You can just kind of mix and match, make things taste the way you want it to taste. cheesy chunks of beef in this curry. I would highly recommend. Whenever you go into a 7-Eleven store in Japan or South Korea somewhere, make sure to buy some cheese. You'll always find opportunities to use them. So good. Gonna move on to dessert for now because I think I'm good for lunch, and then save the rest for dinner and maybe breakfast tomorrow. Dessert, let's try this pumpkin cream cake. So there's a lot of seasonal desserts at the local convenience stores in Japan, and right now it's Halloween season. Thus you get this little cream cake. Whoa. I love it. It's so creamy on the outside. On the bottom, there's some cake. Inside, there's also, I think it's toffee or some kind of little crunch. So you get that difference in texture. It's sweet, it's creamy. It's like eating a puffy cloud. Awesome. Wow. Eat this, maybe take a nap, take a little break. I'll see you guys at dinner. Dinner time. Start out with mapo tofu. I remember 7-Eleven having amazing mapo tofu from last time. I don't know if it's the same one. This is so good. Super spicy. Definitely tastes a lot of the peppercorn. Tofu is tender, lots of minced meat in here. Whoa. 4 bites in, my tongue's already on fire. More from the numminess, the peppercorn, than the chilies. I'm gonna put a lot of peppercorn in here. I wonder if I can do this. I have a Hamburg steak that I bought, Hamburg steak with cheese. I think I'm gonna heat this up and toss it in here. Oh, I forgot to add this. They give you a pack of Sichuan huajiao. Ooh, this is peppercorn too. This thing is already super nummy, but why not? Whoa, this is a tender Hamburg steak. Just cutting it a little bit, just pushing on it a little bit with the plastic spoon. This thing is coming apart. Melty cheese in the middle. That steak is really soft. I mean, it goes pretty well with the mapo tofu. Inside is very cheesy. The sauce is a little bit sweet. I thought it would go really well together because I've had things like mapo tofu cheesy egg rolls where cheese is combined with the mapo tofu and it came out really awesome. I think this Hamburg steak is a little too tender for my liking. Almost tastes a little pasty than meaty. But the cheese mixed in the mapo tofu, that I really like. Couple dishes I can't resist anytime I see them at a 7-Eleven or pretty much anywhere. Mapo tofu and the gyudon. I love the gyudons here in Japan so much. And 7-Eleven makes a pretty darn good one. The meat is super thin, super fatty. The onions are crunchy and sweet. The sauce is delicious. The sauce mixed into the rice, absolutely delicious. I mean, sometimes you go to restaurants, you order a gyudon. The beef is not fatty, it's not very thin. There's not enough gravy. The gravy covers all the rice, making that just as flavorful. The meat is melting in your mouth. Fatty beef. The onions are crunchy. The flavor's rich and delicious. Whenever I'm in Japan and crave a gyudon, I know there's a lot of fast food places that actually will sell this. I like the 7-Eleven version. I feel like I ate the last two really quickly so I can get to this. 7-Eleven Premium Gold Instant Noodle. So I did some research on this. Apparently this is from a ramen shop called Ida Shoten, which is about an hour, I think hour and a half from Tokyo, and is currently rated as the #1 ramen shop in Japan. And this is their most popular ramen, the shoyu ramen. If this tastes as good as I think it's going to, I'm gonna have to try to go to this place. Inside, there is your chashu, seaweed, oils, sauce. The broth is very light, definitely tastes the shoyu. The oils are really nice, it's a very refined flavor, not aggressively seasoned at all. The noodles are amazing. The noodle texture is so chewy and bouncy, it does not taste like I just cooked this up with some boiling water 5 minutes ago. This is a delicious, exquisite bowl of instant noodles. This is better than some ramen restaurants I've been to. The chashu obviously rehydrated. It's a little chewy, a little dry, but again, not bad considering that it was a cracker a few minutes ago. I like this a lot. Again, the flavor is not super strong, slapping your face kind of stuff. That's not what this is. This is very refined, good amount of umami, very light, very delicious bowl of noodles. For instant noodles, this is one of the best to have ever existed. You're not gonna find many instant noodles that's better than this. From the chewy, bouncy noodles to the broth, I could open a ramen shop in some parts of the world and just serve this. Probably be a line at the door. This is delicious. If you see it at the 7-Eleven, get it. That's about it for dinner. I got one more pack of skimming left in the freezer, in an egg dish and a fish left in the fridge. Gonna eat that for breakfast. For dessert, pumpkin pudding. I think most of the stuff I got today are just 7-Eleven branded their own products. That's how much faith I have in 7-Eleven in Japan. In the US, those are probably things I avoid. I love pudding in Japan, like any pudding. Except for this one. It tastes more like a pumpkin puree than a pudding. Let's go for another one. I think this is coffee jelly. It's one of my favorite things. I love coffee jelly. Another one of those things where if I see it, I have to get it. I used to really not like coffee at all. And I think it all started from coffee jelly. Then I started drinking coffee. And now I got a coffee machine at home. It's so creamy on top. The jelly is perfect, slight bitterness. Great way to finish dinner. I try not to eat a lot of food at night ever since I got older. So I tend to eat a much bigger breakfast, bigger lunch, and just try to not overdo it in dinner. So I'm gonna finish this, go for a run, and see you guys at breakfast. Good morning. Breakfast is gonna be, just wanna make sure you guys are careful. I've done this twice myself already. A lot of times when you get chopsticks at 7-Eleven, there's a toothpick that's like sandwiched in between it's supposed to be sandwiched between the chopsticks, but sometimes it kind of sticks out. Last couple times when I just did this, the toothpick stabbed me, like stabbed into my finger. So be very careful about this. This is really not a good design. But breakfast is gonna be skimmin and a salt grilled mackerel. So this is also a 7-Eleven gold, premium gold item. And I always get a mackerel fish at 7-Eleven. So make sure you take the bones out. I don't think I've had a bad fish from 7-Eleven yet. Skimmin, I put an awesome egg on here. Let's try dipping this. It's mind-blowing how good microwavable noodles are in Japan. I've said this many times before, I could probably open a restaurant and just serve this in many parts of the world. Noodles are chewy, texture is perfect. Look at this piece of chashu. This actually looks really decent. I'm just gonna go ahead and break my egg, let that creamy texture cover the noodles a bit. So when I dip it, the texture is even more luminous. Dipping sauce, I taste the anchovies, I taste the pork. This chashu was amazing. It's so fatty, so tender. Even if you get this at a ramen shop, you'll be singing its praises. I mean, everything about this, the dipping sauce, the noodles, the flavor. I mean, the dipping sauce, so rich, so much umami. The anchovy flavor just adds a ton of flavor and depth. Only complaint, I wish they give you more of this. Oh, this dipping sauce is so good. You really legitimately can come to Japan. I mean, I don't suggest it, but if you don't want to go out for a couple days, buy a bunch of 7-Eleven food, come here and eat it. You're gonna be really, really happy, like I am right now. It's been a really good food day. All right, gotta finish up. Going to an awesome all-you-can-eat buffet today. Can't wait to show you guys this place. I mean, you're gonna be familiar with the place, but you'll never expect the buffet there. That's gonna be another video, but as always, thank you all so much for watching another episode of Japan's 7-Eleven Food Day. And until we eat again, see you later.